Hey, what's up, Skelemystyk? I am here today in the Wizard City Commons to answer one of the most burning questions that's ever been asked in the history of Wizard101 on the Spiral. The question is, how can I play this game for free? Now, a lot of you say that you don't have the money to buy memberships and you don't have the money to get membership cards, and they don't offer membership cards in your country, and you don't have a credit card, and there's a lot of reasons why you just can't spend any money playing Wizard101. Maybe you don't want to, honestly. Maybe you can't, maybe your parents, any number of things. The situation is this. You want to play Wizard101 and you can't. Let's talk about how you can play Wizard101 for free. Now, first things first, I am not going to blow any sunshine up anyone's crack. This method is going to take patience. It's going to take perseverance. It's going to take dedication. But then again, many of you have been here for years wanting to get into other areas of the Spiral other than the free areas of Wizard City, and you just don't know how, or you just can't. Let's talk about how you can. I think that what happens here a lot of the time is that people just have the wrong focus. They're thinking, hey, membership. I can go to all the areas and do all the things if I just had a membership. Well, guys, let's face it. Even if you have a membership, unless you're a max level wizard, even though you can port to someone and maybe get to those areas, you really don't want to be in them in the first place. They're designed to be too high of a level for you. Okay, they're designed so that any wandering mob running across the road can slam bam, thank you ma'am, and put you back to the common areas. Okay, they'll kill you off just looking at you. They're designed that way. They're meant to be that way. So if you're a level 30 wizard, unless you've got some high level helping you, you really got no business being in Avalon. You really got no need to be in Mirage. Okay? So, membership is great, but maybe, just maybe, what you ought to focus on is the crowns aspect. Instead of membership, think about the benefits of buying the areas with crowns. Some of the largest benefits of buying areas with crowns or membership is, for one thing, it lasts forever. Once you buy an area permanently, that means permanently. It isn't like a membership where in 6 months or a year it'll run out and you can't go there anymore. Okay? So buying an area with crowns is a much more lasting and rewarding benefit in the long run. And again, I'm talking to you players who have been here for years now, doing Winterbane over and over again, hanging out in the commons, and maybe you're hanging out in the arena, or maybe you're hanging out in Pet Pavilion, just in the free areas that you can hang out in. I'm talking to you guys who, if you had thought about it before now, and if you'd put yourself to it long before now, you could be anywhere in the game you wanted to be, both level-wise and area-owning-wise, to where you could start a new wizard, and that wizard will automatically, all the wizards on your account, once you buy an area, have access to that area forever. So, maybe you've got one wizard and you've got him leveled up, whatever else, and you can already get to those areas if you buy them. And you want to start a new wizard. You won't have to worry about your membership running out. You won't have to worry about taking a break from wizard for a while and then coming back, and having your membership run out. You won't have to worry. You won't have that time limit like a monkey on your back. Okay? You'll be able to go anytime, anywhere you want that you've gotten. All right, now that we've talked about that, the buying the area aspect, I'm going to come up on the next argument that I know I'm going to hear. But it costs so many crowns. It costs so many crowns to buy this or that or the other. You know what, guys? You can totally, again, with that patience and perseverance and dedication, you can buy this entire game for free crowns if you just apply yourself. Wizard City proper, and that's classic Wizard City. That means Firecat Alley and the Haunted Cave and Triton Avenue and all those areas which are currently not free to play in Wizard City. Okay, you can have all those areas if you just do what I'm about to tell you for 5 small weeks. 5 weeks is all it'll take you. Alright? So, you're wanting to buy these areas, but you don't have any crowns. Let's talk about how you're going to get the crowns. As a matter of fact, instead of just talking about it, I'm going to go to it. And I'm going to shoot down the arguments that I know that we're going to have in doing this. This guy right here, Aegon Stats, the daily assignment fellow. Let's click on him. I don't know if we can get. Yeah, there's the rewards. Okay. Now, sure, you've got gold in here, which everybody's got, and you've got arena tickets, which are pretty cool. And as a matter of fact, actually, that's kind of a bonus, getting arena tickets like this, because then if you're a PvPer and you don't have a membership, you can get arena tickets through doing these as well, which is a good thing. But we're not talking about arena tickets right now. We're talking about crowns right now. Day 4, you get 10 crowns for doing the daily quest. Day 9, you get 15 crowns. Day 25, you get, day 14, you get 25 crowns. So that means that in just 2 weeks, you will have 50 crowns towards buying an area. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a big deal. I know, and by itself, it's not. Okay, it's not, honestly, it's not that big of a deal. But in 28 days, you'll have 100 crowns just doing something you'd already be doing anyway. I understand that sometimes these assignments will want you to go to areas that you can't access yet. That's why we're building up our areas that we've bought, and we're getting, we're using our free crowns to do it. Eventually, you'll have all of Wizard City bought in that 5 weeks. It takes, I believe it's 3,750 crowns to buy just the classic areas. Again, at Wizard City, that's Firecat Alley, Triton Avenue, the stuff that you can't buy already. Aquila and stuff like that is different. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But for now, just to buy the classic areas of Wizard City, it's like 3,750 crowns. If you click your little icon up here, the Earn Crowns button, as you see, it cut my music off real quick. But anyhow, if you click that and watch all the videos that you can watch, see, sometimes they're not available. Sometimes they are. It just depends on what the advertisers are doing. Anyhow, you can get 10 crowns per video watched. Guys, you're sitting there in the commons anyway, just shooting the breeze with people, not really doing anything but hanging out. Check that thing every time you get a chance. Pick up 10 crowns every time you get a chance. 10 crowns isn't much, but if you add 10 crowns and 10 crowns and 10 crowns and 10 crowns, before you know it, you've got yourself 3,750 crowns, and you can buy this whole place. Which means you can then quest in this whole place anytime you want, forever. Okay? So, that's Wizard City. All right? Again, like I said, Aquila and stuff like that, those are higher crowns areas, but the same process applies. I think it's like 9,400 crowns or something like that to buy all of the areas of Olympus. I think that's what it is. Again, there you are though. That's just a matter of time. Not only can you earn crowns by watching the videos, 10 a pop, not only can you earn crowns by doing the daily activities, 100 for every 28 days, you can get 100 crowns every single day by doing the trivia. The easy way to get to both of those places is to get on your web browser, type Wizard101.com, let their site come up, log yourself in, and click the Earn Crowns button. Let me see, as a matter of fact, if I can do that. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll put that in as an insert here, because if I shut down the game right now, my fraps will bug out and I'll give you all kinds of trouble. So I'm not going to do that right. I'll put all that stuff in as an insert following. It'll be right here. Okay, type in Wizard101.com in your browser. Wizard101.com. Go to the site. Type in your username and password. And log yourself in. Okay, check it out here. Go down to the Earn Crowns button and look at that page. They have several different ways, just like I'm talking about. Watching the videos. You can play the free KI trivia games and earn 100 crowns every day of the world. Let me see. Scroll down here a little bit. You can use the invite a friend. The invite a friend's a little more tricky though, because the friend actually has to do some purchasing for you to get crowns. So I didn't really include that one on the list. It's possible, but not so much likely. All right, then there's the fan site contest, and there's a bunch of this stuff here. All of these fan sites at one time or another have some kind of contest or giveaway going on that involves you doing a little something and getting some free crowns. Sometimes it's a free mount or a free this or that or the other, but there are free crowns involved. All these different sites to choose from. So that gives you a lot of options for actually getting some crowns. All right, so let's log back out of here and go back to the wizard. Okay, now that you've seen the steps that I'm talking about, you can see how much potential there is to actually earn free crowns. You can watch the videos to get 10 crowns a pop. You can do the trivia to get 100 crowns a day. You can do the daily assignments to get 100 crowns every 28 days. You can visit all these fan sites, because you saw there was a bunch of them there, and do all of their activities, because guys, they want you to come to their sites and check them out, and they're willing to pay you in crowns to do it. Now, Crocotopia. Crocotopia Classic, that means all the areas, you know, the Tomb of Storms and all those other side areas, all together will cost you 14,390 crowns. Yes, this is a big jump from Wizard City, but then you got to realize Wizard City is already partly free, and therefore it is a much cheaper place to buy. However, again, this is not an impossible goal. If you save crowns, and depending on how much you get from the fan sites, that's true as well, you know, whatever other prizes you may get, whatever other stuff you may do. Even if you just stick with the basic rate of earning crowns, watching the videos, doing the daily quests, and checking out the fan sites and watching, doing the trivia, even if you stick with just the basic earning of crowns, you can still buy all of Classic Crocotopia in 16 weeks. That's all it takes. Again, I know you guys are, oh my God, that's a big number. But think about how many weeks have passed you by where you've been farming Winterbane over and over, or farming Pagoda over and over, or just hanging out in the commons wishing you could go somewhere. Think about how many weeks have passed by that you've been doing that. And when you compare the two, you'll see that 16 weeks is no big deal at all, really. It's really not. Guys, you got nothing but time. Use it to get them free crowns. All right, let's go to the next area and talk about that one for a minute. All right, here we are at the next area, Marley Bone. Marley Bone, if you buy the entirety of Marley Bone, it costs, I believe it was 13,745 crowns, which is less than Crocotopia was. And while I was doing the research for this video, I had another thought too about that. Not only are you getting those crowns from watching the videos, not only are you getting those crowns from doing the trivia, not only are you getting those crowns from doing the daily quests, every year at Christmas, King's Isle gives out a honka-chonka crowns to people. Sometimes you get 250. Sometimes you get more than that. I have seen at least a couple of cases. Mind you, it doesn't happen to anybody. Again, I'm not going to be blowing any sunshine on anybody. But I have seen a couple of cases where people picked up 60,000 crowns. And boys, girls, if you pick up 60,000 crowns, you are buying yourself some real estate. Let's talk about it. You'd probably be halfway into Celestia or Avalon with 60,000 crowns, give or take. That's not quite true. I haven't done the exact numbers for it, for 60,000 crowns. But you'll be a whole lot farther than Marley Bone. And that's for certain. Okay, so maybe you don't get the 60,000 crowns. Maybe at Christmas you only get 1,000 crowns. Guys, that's 1,000 more crowns than you had. Don't buy clothes. Don't buy pets. Don't buy mounts. Buy areas. If you love the game that much, it's just something that you want to do. Alright, so we would be looking for probably about 15 weeks, give or take, to buy Marley Bone, all things other being equal. You know what, I think this is pretty much giving you an idea of what's going on. As you know, the higher level that you get, the higher the area is going to cost, and the more time it's going to take. But again, one more time, I cannot stress this point enough. How many weeks have you already been sitting there in the commons wishing you could get somewhere else? It's really that simple, guys. It really is. All right, let me pop back to where we were. Okay, there is no limit to the amount of crowns if you just are patient. None of this, I have to say, none of this will happen tomorrow. It will not open up all Wizard City for you tomorrow. It will not get you to Mirage tomorrow. And don't have the money or don't see any way to get it any other way. While you're here, earn those extra crowns. Don't burn them on clothes. Don't burn them on pets. Don't go for that mount that you're just dying to have, because you can buy a lot of that stuff with gold. Okay? Or give it through other rewards. Don't burn your crowns on that stuff. Stick to your guns. Be dedicated. Use those crowns only to buy new areas. And next year sometime, before you know it, you'll be in Mirage, or you'll be in Avalon, or you'll be, well, wherever it is, depending on how dedicated you were. All right? So it is entirely possible for you to own this game, all of it, for nothing, if you just apply yourself. Guys, I really hope this helped you out, because I have seen over and over again so many people wishing that they could do more, and they just don't know how. And I really hope that this has helped you guys out. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, a good hard smash, and as well subscribe and share. It's going to help me and the channel out greatly, and I would love to see more of you around here. That would be awesome. Until next time, this is Skelemystyk reminding you that whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace! Hey, it's Skelemystyk. As some of you may know who are following me regularly, I just hit my 11,000 subscriber mark. That means 11,000 of you wonderful folks have checked out this channel from time to time and felt that it was worthy enough to hang out, to stay around, to see what else more